Hello guys, Pezzo81. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. So I've actually decided in this video, this is like the second part of the Trangia Mini. I've decided to visit a place called Washpool. Never heard of it before. It's about 5 miles or so, maybe 6 from where I live. So I found it on Google because the other places that I wanted to go, when I said I was going to go to some local places, they looked really a bit busy today, so I decided to come here and have a look. So it looks like it's been here for a little while. Don't know much about it. I can hear some streams, so... Oh, there you go, there's a stream just here right next to me. Let's have a look. Looks like it's coming from up there, look. I've just seen you in. I think if it was... If it was more raining, then it would be a lot more flowing. And I got this on both sides, so there's a waterfall at the very top. I'll go up there and have a look. Yeah, there you go. It's a little bit of a waterfall there. So this side is where the waterfall was. It looks like it goes under the bridge. Comes out the other side. It did set the sign back there if you're quiet in the peaceful area that you may see some red deer. Yeah, so it looks like a little nice spot if you want to just sit down by the river maybe. It's quite peaceful actually. Let's have a look. Apparently this goes to the River Doe. Some sheep at the top there. And this is what it's all about. Get yourself outside. Even if it's just in the local area, as long as you're outside, it's all that matters, isn't it? I know there's a big thing going on with men's mental health and stuff like that. I think it's something that a lot of people need to be aware of. Guys, don't be afraid to speak up. It's not everything that has to be held in, but make sure you speak to the right people. Make sure it's people that you feel that you could trust, you know. My wife always speaks about it with me, and because she says sometimes I don't talk enough, and she's always asking me to try and speak up and try and talk to her if I feel the need. But I get it, I'm 41 now, so if you're around that age and you're brought up in the same area as me, you're taught really not to show your feelings, or not to cry in front of anybody, and to be a man basically. So I do understand it. But that's why I said it's speaking to the right person. You have to find that common ground with somebody that you're actually able to talk to. Because sometimes with your friends or some members of the family, they may not listen, or they may just take it for granted what you're saying. So make sure you find the right people. So I'm here, got the river that I just showed you. That's just over here to the right of me. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to burn the stove in, basically, the mini Trangia. I'm going to burn it in. So to do that, I'm just going to make a cup of mocha. I think it's called mocha or something, like some sachets. So this is a Trangia. So to boil a litre of water, it says that it takes about 15 minutes, but obviously I'm not gonna boil that much. So as I was saying earlier in the last video, you just untwist that. And then press the button to fill it up. When you light these, you have to be careful. The reason being, when you first light it, you can't see it. So there goes lit. So we're just waiting for him to bloom. What I'm going to do, I'm going to measure out the water that I need. So I'm going to have a cup just for a minute. So as you can see, it's blooming up. It didn't take long, a couple of minutes. Put the pan on. And then what I'm also going to do, I'm going to put the frying pan on as well, on top. So as I was saying, yeah, sometimes it's just about getting out there. I mean, if you can't get out, you could do what I did. If you've got a shed, or even if you've got a bedroom or something, you know, make yourself a nice. If you've got the space, make yourself a nice little man cave or something. Even if you're just going for a walk, doesn't have to be like this at all. But sometimes it's nice just to have that little bit of space on your own. So I'll let that get to the boil, and then I'll bring you back once it's done. So one thing I will say with methylated spirit, it does take a lot longer than gas. So make sure you pick your rubbish up. So yeah, basically all I'm saying is that if it's something that you want to get out and you want to make it, you want to make a cup of tea, or you want to make a coffee, or you want to do whatever you want to do, just be aware that if you use methylated spirit, it does take a lot longer than gas. So if you're in a rush, then don't use methylated spirit. If you just want to sit down and you want to enjoy the ambience, like now, I can hear the stream in the background. I can hear the birds. I can smell in all the outdoors. I can breathe in on all the air. So if you want to do that and you want to take your time, then yeah, by all means use a methylated spirit. Like I said, it takes about 15 minutes, I think, to boil a litre of water. I'm not using nowhere near that, so I'm going to do this in half the time, because I'm obviously only going to boil what I need. So I just sit quiet for a couple of minutes so you can hear the sounds that I can. You may be able to hear the road noise because there's the main road. But let's just take some time to enjoy the ambience. So there you are, we've got a boil. I'll just move you in so you can see. It is boiling now, so that should be ready. And as I was saying in the previous video, you do get two. So you get the main lid that with the ring inside. That's to hold this. That's to leave the fuel in. But you get the simmer ring, and that's to put out the Trangia Mini. So I'll show you how to do that. So to do that, all you do is you get the simmer ring, and you put it over the top, and that extinguishes it. Take it off, and as you can see, that's now gone out. So all we do now is wait for that to cool down a minute whilst I'm having the drink. Thank you for watching my video, T-28, and my random adventures. So I think we were quite lucky actually, because I was looking when I first got the stove. I was looking for somewhere peaceful to go, but I couldn't find anywhere. So what are my thoughts of it? To be honest, I can't fault it. I had a bit of wind, and the pot that it sits in, the silver pot that it sits in, all that did was got the flames going well for me. For one person, I think is ideal. If there's two of you and you both want a cup of coffee or something and you want to use it for coffee, I think it's idea. I think it's a good idea. What I will do in another video, I will use it by cooking something, but I'll do that when I got a bit more time. That wasn't bad. The cup's about 300, maybe 330 ml, something like that. And for that to boil from the time I put it on the stove, minimal, 3 or 4 minutes maybe. just be careful when you do play about with the meth. It is flammable as always, so just be careful with it. Make sure I put the tissue back into so it don't move about. Where did I put the lighter? So when you put it all back together, there you go, sort of like that, and put the lighter in as well. Put it all together, and that's it, it's done. So this was only a little one, just a short video just to show you the area and how the meth burner works. Really pleased with it, chuffed that I bought it. So I'm just going to pick that Trangia up. I did buy a bag to store it in, which I forgot to show you a second ago. So I'll put that in there now. I did sit here, so just put some, there you go, there you go, just step back a second, there you go, you wouldn't have even known I was here, look. Alright, so always remember to leave no trace. So there we have it, back at the bridge now, what I showed you at the beginning. Car's just up there, so just get yourselves out there, guys. I spent an hour out here today. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.